In this lesson, we're going to focus on eighth notes. We'll learn what they are and how to count them, and we'll learn about eighth note runs. So let's dig in. This is a pair of eighth notes, and that's how you'll see them in level 3 as pairs. They're connected by a single beam. Here's our quarter note, which we know in the time signatures we've looked at so far is worth 1 beat. You can fit 2 eighth notes into the same amount of time as 1 quarter note. So if the quarter note, say, lasts for 10 seconds, each eighth note here would last for 5 seconds. They're twice as fast as quarter notes. If the quarter note lasted for 2 seconds, each eighth note would last for 1. So 2 eighth notes equals 1 quarter note. Digging in a little deeper, here are the 4 quarter notes. Let's count them and take your hand and tap each one on your leg as we count. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do it one more time, only this time we're going to say down on each tap instead of the numbers. 1, 2, here we go. Down, 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 down. Notice that not only is there a moment when your hand lands on your leg, but there's another moment when your hand comes back up. Here's the quarter notes again, and listen as I point out where the up is. 1, 2, here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's where we're going to fit in those eighth notes. I'm going to play 4 quarter notes alone first, and then you'll hear the eighth notes on a higher pitch. So, how do we count them? Well, we know how to count the quarter notes. This is how the eighth notes line up with the quarter notes and the beats. So the first eighth note is counted on the beat. The down part of the beat gets the number. But what about the up? What do we say on the up? We're going to use a plus sign and we'll say and. So if I were to count and clap this, I'd say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's count and clap a few examples. Here the eighth notes are on beats 2 and 4. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. Here we're in 3/4 time, so we'll only be counting to 3. Only beat 1 has a pair of eighth notes. 1, 2, go. 1 and 2, 3. Notice the eighth notes are twice as fast. Here's 2/4 time. This time the pair of eighth notes are on beat 2. Ready, go. 1, 2 and. We've got one more thing to look at, and that's eighth note runs. Here, each set of 2 eighth notes are joined together, and that's what we've been looking at throughout this lesson. Remember, the single beam is what makes them eighth notes. But sometimes you'll see more of them joined together. Don't let that throw you. They're still eighth notes. No matter how many are connected, as long as there's only one beam, they're eighth notes. So now let's practice a few examples with singers. Here's the first exercise. What's the time signature? It's in 4/4 time, so in each measure, you'll be counting to 4. Remember, on longer notes like whole notes and half notes, you hold the number as long as required, but you always want to be thinking 1, 2, 3, 4 in your head. So listen once and then try it with the singers. You could also try counting and clapping by yourself before listening to the singers.
1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3. 1, 1, 3 and 4. 1, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3. 3 and 4.
Here's the second exercise. What's the time signature? It's in 2/4 time, so this time you'll only count to 2. Listen once and then try it with the singers.
1, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1. 1 and 1, 2 and 1.
In sight singing level 3, we'll work with eighth notes in melodies.